Good afternoon, it's the 16th of December 2024. As promised, I've come back. This is the site of the old shed where it were, where the birds used to roost. They've left a fucking lovely mess, look at that. That's your wildlife. This is a countryside park. Country park. Look at that rubbish. Like I said, there were an owl used to roost in there every morning, tawny owl, and I've had a little look at tawny owl and they're on the amber list to take to birds. They're in decline, unfortunately. One of the reasons they're in decline is well, they keep getting the habitat destroyed. It's a fence to destroy. Well, it's not a nesting, it didn't nest in it, I've got to be honest, it used to roost in there, so they've not really committed any offence. But in my eyes they have. I've just seen, I think it's just a new ranger. I didn't want to film him because he's not a bad kid actually, it's not his fault. And he just said it was dangerous. I've explained to him that it weren't dangerous. It's been there 20 fucking years. And the wood it's made out of is a Roko wood. No dangerous about this. And this is it, look. This is what's left on it. Look at that wood. Listen to that. I said, Iroko wood. It'll last a fucking 1,000 years, that. And yeah, that's what they're doing. This sort of caravan park, 24 odd standings. It's been shut for about 5 years. They've turned it into a fucking tip, look. Tip full of rubbish. And a pile of fucking junk outside. Calling the same countryside fucking rangers and that. I haven't got a clue about wildlife. Anyway, like I just said, I just spoke to one of the rangers. Paul, I didn't want to have a choice out of. I just want to see manager. And I asked him if the manager were in, and guess what he said? He's off site, just as I predicted. See, this. Wonder why they didn't knock this down and all then. What is a bit flimsy, you know what I mean? Can't get mad around it. Anyway, he's off site, but we'll go and see if there's anybody else in to talk to. We'll go and see what we can find out. And so we'll all hang out. As predicted, there won't be in. Mandy's here. I know this lady. Where's the manager, Mandy?
He's not in, no, sorry.
Do you know when he'll be in?
I don't think he's coming back today, so probably tomorrow.
I need to see him.
Yeah.
What would be a good time, do you think?
He's usually here about 9 o'clock-ish.
That's a bad time for me, that. But I'll try and get here. Thanks for that, Mandy.
Yeah, alright.
See you later, Duck. So, yeah, there you go. He's off site, usually at 9. It's a bad time for me, that, but we'll come back in the morning and have a word. Morning. It's the 17th of December. 2024. I'm just at I've started to call it a crime scene now, where they've knocked a perfectly good shed down. What housed a tawny owl. And they've left this mess. They've left a lump of concrete down here. Probably about 4 inch thick. Like I said, date 17th of December. I'll be expecting concrete being knocked up and this all put back to how it were originally. And you know what? I'm going to see the manager now here. And I think somebody's planted a seed in my head. I think I might be aiming my sights a little bit low because I don't know if it was 12 or 18 months ago somebody said to me, a friend of a friend said, your names have been mentioned in one of the big council meetings, Rotherham Council that is, and they weren't happy with what you were doing down there, like. So I'm blaming these rangers. Well, they have fucking knocked it down, but obviously somebody's telling them what to do. So I'll go on and see him. Yeah, I think we should be aiming a side up. I might end up apologising to these fuckers here. Jesus, hope not. Yeah, so we're up at the manager's office now. And luckily for me, he's here. He don't want to talk off camera. I mean, he does. He wants to talk off camera, but he don't want to talk on camera, which tells me exactly what my thoughts were in that country park there. That I should be in my sights a little bit higher and not at these lads. So, I'm going to apologise to him off camera, and he's happy for me to take him walk around park, show him a few things what's wrong, but he's not happy to be on camera. Well, I think he's had his orders. He can't say that, but he's obviously been fucking told not to talk to me, hasn't he? Member of public, that is. Lived in Thriver all my life. It's Thriver Country Park. 69-year-old. I've lived in Thriver 69 years. The full 69 years. People who run it park don't even fucking care about Thriver like I do. And hence, he's offered for me to walk round and show him a few falls, but do you know what? I might not bother doing that. I might just fucking walk round on my own so the bigwigs can see it. Let's see what they're going to do about that fucker, eh? It gets better, doesn't it? I told you I'd make a feature now, and it's the 18th of December, 2024. I've faced to the scene of the crime scene, wildlife crime being committed, and that's what I mean when I say crime scene. Met with Martin yesterday, the manager, who were nothing but amiable. What a nice guy. He had the same interests as me. He wanted Bestfoot Park. He explained to me they got no money, blah, 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 blah. And we came down to crime scene, we talked about it, and I just said, why would it be knocked down? He said it weren't safe. And I said, what weren't safe about it? Was anybody being injured on it? Anybody complain about it? And we got a book where I can see documentation where they complained. He said no, which I fucking know him because we were a load of bollocks. It was safe. And then he moved the goalpost a bit and said, it were an eyesore. So I said, anybody complain about it being an eyesore? Any evidence of that documentation? No. Well, what an eyesore to then, Martin? He couldn't answer at all. What are you doing? I was chucking him some straight balls, then chucking him a curve ball, and he couldn't answer that. Like I say, he'd probably been verbally gagged anyway. Weren't allowed to speak to me on camera, where I could film him and get his answers. So you only have my word for what went off. And I asked him what he was doing about this concrete base, look here. And he said, I'm going to fill, these were holes, to be fair to him. These were holes. He's filled them in. And that's a good temporary measure. But like I said to Martin, no fucking hut, no concrete, there's no need for it. You were here for the hut, for no other reason. I want this knocking up, I told him that. A short rest while it's broke up and took away. Let's have the park back to how it were then. No concrete, let's have fucking grass, that's what I say. And to be fair to him, they've cleaned up down here since yesterday. I came yesterday to him, it's spotless. Hats off to you, Martin, for that, lad. Also, we were talking about the skip and the rubbish there. I love walkover. Talking about the skip and the rubbish, and our people would see it as a tip and they'd be fetching the fucking rubbish down here for you, know. They'd be buried in rubbish. And to his credit, he's emptied a skip which was full. I've still got some rubbish outside it, but not a lot really. Not for me to lose my head about what bit I've got. And yeah, what a lovely kid. And you know what he said to me? I don't want to be falling out with anybody, which is fair comment. I don't. Well, I do actually. The people who gave the orders for him to knock that down. Because he couldn't tell me who gave him orders. He couldn't fucking explain to me why they had. So that told me it's somebody above him. And I know it is, because I said in an earlier video that I'd had back word from a little spy within, shall we say, told me they were on about me last year in council meeting. And they weren't happy with what I did. So they did ask, he did say, I'd like to work with you. And I said, you know what, Martin, I couldn't think it out better. If you'd have asked me for the knock fucking up down, I'd have done it. But sadly now I can't. It's me and them. So we've still got a bit of rubbish here. Not complaining, a lot's gone. That's off to you, Martin. When he said it was dangerous, I'm going to backtrack a bit. When he said it was dangerous, and I said, has anybody complained? He said, no, bloody, blah. I said, I'll tell you what is dangerous. The path. 3 people have fell on path in the last 3 weeks, slipped. And he said, there's no complaints gone in. And I said, that's because people don't know who to complain to. They don't know who to fucking complain to, who takes any notice. So, he's to give me his email address, God bless him. So anybody with any complaints of any description, you'll pass them on to me, and I'll pass them on to him. Like I say, I'm not going to lose my temper with anybody, only them above Martin, of course. But in next week or so, I'm going to walk around and show you some real dangers. Some real dangers. That's what I'm going to do. And for people of Thriber, if you want to join in with me, look at this park, look at Clifton Park, look at Rothley Valley Park, look at Ully Country Park, then compare it. Who's got the short straw? Who's in Thriber? Not for any longer, kids. We pay the same amount of council tax as them, anybody else in fucking borough. So I want the same stuff. Martin did say they got no money, and well, I did point out that I know to 3.9 million they've got from levelling up. Where's that gone? I'll be fucking wanting to know. I want some answers. I've already told my councillor to get on it. Anyway, back tomorrow for part 4. Have a super day. God. Can't keep my fucking hands still. Afternoon. Oh, yeah, it's just 20 past 12. It's the 19th of December 2024. I'm back down at the wildlife crime scene now. So I thought I'd do a video from here. Minus Holt and the Tawny Owl, of course. Just wanted to say, like, I'm going to be fighting for people of Thriber regarding this park, so things get better down here. And luckily on my side, I've got the local councillors, Michael Sylvester. What about that for a stop line? From here, for here. They live in the village. Michael Sylvester, Jody Rails, both independent councillors, and both here for the people of the people who they represent. Loads of stuff, old council surgeries every week. Been looking at the attendances online. Jody's done 5 out of 6, Michael's done 11 out of 12. How good is that? They only come in, well, both were elected in May. Jody could only attend 6 most. She's done 5. Michael could attend 12. He's done 11. How many councillors have got fucking that? Not many. So good on them. I'll be liaising with Michael. If I've got any correspondence to email to my mate Martin, I'll copy Michael in, because I've got some other news. On Monday, as a form, I went into disabled toilet. I did a video from there, what I called my new office. Since then, I've had it reported back to me, but Tuesday, Wednesday, today, the door's been locked. I'm not sure if ethically they can do that, because it's a special key called a radar key, what all disabled have. So they've either made an assumption that I'm not disabled. And one thing we do when you work for any organisation, you can't go fucking assuming things like that. They could be 100% right, or they could be 100% wrong. Who knows? Not to do with them. My concern, not theirs. And as a consequence of that, I've had a request from somebody outside that toilet door this morning, and they're wanting a list of names, not a list of names, sorry, a list of times when that disabled toilet is going to be open, so they can plan the visit around them times. I've also had a couple of people complain that the toilets, the public toilets, were accessible to the able-bodied. They're not opening when they should. I've not seen times, I've not been up there, but I will head up there very shortly, and I'll get the times, and I'll email Martin and copy Michael in. How good is that? So that's it. I've invested in a new tripod, just a bit short for me, like, especially with having heels on. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this out park with me, and so I can stand here, talk to you, show you all faults what I find, or what's dangers what I like. Then I can copy in Michael and email my mate Martin, and hopefully we get this fucking park back to its former glory. I'm a man on a mission, and the man who's upsets me, he's going to feel the wrath of me. Thanks for, if you watched this long, and I know fucking council have watched this long, but anybody else, thanks a lot. It should be fun. See you later. It's 20th of December 2024, just down at Country Park, Thriber Country Park. I'm outside the disabled toilet, which I tried it the other morning. I was in there on Monday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's been locked. So I emailed my mate Martin, copied in Councillor Sylvester, and informed me it's been locked due to vandalism. Now that does concern me, that, because I fucking hate vandalism, hate it with a passion. So I've sent a letter to Martin, an email, and I've asked him, I was last in 7 o'clock Monday. After that's been vandalised, I think, or it could have been before that, but there's a camera that you can see glowing on the wall. That red light is a camera, so you can see people who come and go out here. And I've asked Martin if he wants me to come down and help him go through CCTV, and let's see, I know most people around here recognise me as anything dark than I do it light. And I've looked on social media, it's not putting out on there, put it on social media, Martin, let's get it out there. People are thriving, we've got to look after what we've got, otherwise we'll not get hotels. And the odd thing is with Martin, I hope you're watching, Martin, well I'm sure you will be, when I email you and copy Councillor Sylvester in, when you email me back with your reply, I want you to leave Councillor Sylvester in, if you don't mind. I know Councillor Sylvester's asked you to do the same, so if you don't mind, that'd be lovely. And well, that's it for this feature-length film on. Hey, talking about vandalism in there, let me just tell you something. There's a lad on the bike, look, he goes round every morning. Let me tell you something, the only place vandalism took place, to my knowledge, this week, or in Caravan Park there, where they knocked that shed down, that perfectly good shed. I don't know. We'll get to the bottom on it. One thing they're doing for me, I'm calling up Council now. One thing Council's doing for me, they're keeping me busy. We're going to curl up and D. Here's cameras, look, I'll give him a wave. Morning, morning. So yeah, I'm going to ask old Martin for a list of dates when they're not vandalised. I can see a video coming just on the disabled toilet alone. It's the 21st of December, it's the shortest day of the year. It's the winter solstice. I'm outside the disabled toilet down at Cyber Country Park. The one that had allegedly been vandalised, and it's locked to keep vandals out. It's been vandalised, and I emailed my friend yesterday, Martin, who was the manager here, and I said, can you give me a list of dates and some pictures of the damage, so I can put it on here on YouTube, like, get it out there. And do you know what? He sent me this long-winded email back about 4 hours later. He'd obviously ran it past his manager, which basically said, I'll cut it to the fucking chase. There weren't any fucking vandalism. It lied. They'd locked it to keep me out. That's what they'd done. He didn't say that. I've deduced that from his email. His manager's told him to fucking lock it. So not is he only punishing me, he's punishing all the other disabled people who might want to use it. Out of hours, shall we say, between, it's only open 9, well about fucking 4, something like that. So yeah, the bloke, I know what I'm aiming for. The bloke above Martin, I've come in here out of wind. I know what I'm aiming for. Martin's gaffer, he's the one who was trying to silence me for some reason. I'm living rent-free in his fucking head, but look at it. And he's living rent-free in mine now, because like I'm waging war on him. When I find out where he lives, and I know he's a Tory, and I know he don't live in this village, I know he's Martin's gaffer. When I find out who he is and where he is, I'm going to go up to his house. I used to go fracking, anti-fracking, just over at Misson, Doncaster. And I stopped him fracking there because they were a SSSI, a site of special scientific interest. And it basically there were owls in there. And they stopped him fracking because they didn't want to disturb owls. Well, that was one of the reasons. And part of that process, we used to have a big owl that went to his shoulders, big stuffed owl. Because I know him, I can body that owl anytime I want. So when I find out where you fucking live, and I surely will, I'm coming to sit outside your house with that big fucking owl. Because, alright, I've moved on, I've got another shed down there. Martin and his team have moved on. The owl, that's been moved on. They moved it on the fucking... He used to sit in that hut, when it was, especially when it was a bit wet and windy like it is now. And in day, he sat on top. It's unbelievable, but this time of year it's easier to see an owl in dark than it is in fucking daylight, because the camouflage is that good. But obviously there's no leaves on trees now, they stick out like a sore thumb at this time at night. So yeah, next few days, obviously I'm going to do my political stuff in the morning. I can't talk about parking daytime, in night time when it's dark, but what I'll do when it's daylight, I'll come down here and I'll record all the fucking washers of danger and the fuck up. And I'll tell you what they've done. I'll tell you what they've done, shall I? You've heard the old saying, you can't make a silk purse out of the sow's ear. Well, these fuckers here, Rotherham Council, they made a fucking sow's ear out of a silk purse. Have a great day, everybody. I'm fucking... It's not even fucking half 6 yet and I'm having a fucking stormer. Boom!